Coppinger's going to take it right foot to Coppin. Oh! Doncaster Rovers have done it.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron John here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel, and welcome to this match preview. Sorry, it is a late one, but we are previewing the upcoming game against Wigan Athletic. Leam Richardson sides coming to the EcoPower Stadium. Before we get started, please do like the video if you've loved it. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe if you're new around here. Click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And let's get straight into this one. So I'll see you, obviously, first of all, can't wait to see all of you at the EcoPower Stadium. If you're in the South Stand, watch out for me. If you do want to be in a fan cam, either before the match or after the match, come and find me after the match. I will stay for about an hour or so after the match for you guys to get some fan cams on, film the fan cams, get them on the channel, and all that jazz. But yeah, Wigan Athletic. Now, of course, we have played them before. This is a fixture. In fact, looking at the schedule, I'm looking at the schedule now. I believe. No, it wasn't, because we played Morecambe before anyway. But no, Wigan's the next game that we have to play the reverse fixture of. Now, of course, the first fixture under Richie Wellings, we lost 2-1, so it wasn't as massive scoreline as we've lost in previous games. Just been watching MJH's YouTube stream. He feels sorry for Doncaster Rovers. He feels sorry for me as a fan. So shout out MGH. But yeah, Wigan Athletic. I mean, this could be, if we're not on our A game, this could be a cricket score. But we do have a positive to look forward to in this game, if this positive is involved in the positives that could come out of tomorrow. And that is, of course, the signing of Kieran Agard. Now, there are a couple of negatives going into this game, or quite a few negatives. Lewis Jones could be fit for this game. I mean, there's a strong possibility he is fit for this game, so that's another positive. But Dalberg's not in the squad, and Chaker's not in the squad. Chaker, I don't really see that as positive or negative. I just see that as just him going back, best of wishes. Dalberg, for me, I don't know. I think it was clear from everyone's opinions that he was going to be second in the pecking order when Gary McSheffrey took charge of the club. You know, he loves that youthful pathway. He wants to... And to be fair, you know, I think people see this. I think that's why we've got an advantage with a manager like McSheffrey. Maybe doesn't have the experience, but he's got one thing which is great, and that's his youthful pathway. So, kind of like what other clubs at higher levels do sometimes. They look at, I mean, Crewe Alexandra do this to some extent as well. I mean, we've seen the big clubs do it, like your Chelseas, your Arsenals, your Uniteds, well, United less, City getting into it. You see the big clubs doing it with using their youth system. I think we're starting to use our youth system a lot more now. Sometimes because we don't have a choice because of injuries, but there we go. But yeah, Dalberg and Chaker's gone back, so that's two players gone back. And Agard coming in, who's experienced, he knows where the back of the net is. Hopefully he'll be fit enough to start. He should hopefully be fit enough to be thrown straight in there. But McSheffrey's come out and said that he doesn't want to risk match fitness at all. So if he's not 100%, he will not start. I think he will, but we'll talk more about my team prediction, as you can see at the side of the screen, either way, later on in the video. But yeah, Dalberg and Chaker gone back, Agard in. So we've got one less player because we've got no other injury news. But Jones was still on the bench, even when he had a little muscle injury. He was still on the bench for the previous game when Dalberg was in goal. So, you know, obviously there's that to contend with. But like I said, it is one of those. I feel like, I mean, like I said, one less player available for this game. For me, we should have got at least 2 signings done by Wigan. I'll accept 1. I would have accepted 2. I would have accepted 2 at least. I'll mid-accept 1. I'll sort of 50-50 accept it and not accept it. Nothing else was imminent. There were stories about how Nothing else was imminent. We were expecting 3 deals this week, according to lower tiers. We've got 1 done. 2 of them apparently were waiting on the parent clubs releasing them. We've got 1 done, not the other 1 or the other 2. So obviously overall in terms of the number of signings that we should have been completing this week, we've got 1 out of 2 or 3, which isn't amazing. I'm going to give Kieran Agard a chance, as should everybody else. He's an experienced striker. He knows where the back of the net is. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we give him the service as well. Obviously, I've seen what we do with the service to Joe Dadu. I've seen what we do to the service of Omar Bogle. I've seen what we do to the service of Thiago Chakir. The service to Chakir and Dadu is awful. The service to Bogle is slightly better. Let's see what we do with the service to Kieran Agard if he starts. And I'd like him to start, to be perfectly honest. So, we'll see. But, obviously, it's going to be very interesting. Like I said, Wigan Athletic going to be a very tough one. I wouldn't say it's the... In fact, no, I would say it's the beginning of the tough run because we've got Wigan. Then we've got the rescheduled Cambridge game on the Tuesday. So, stay tuned for a preview on Monday for that one. Then we've got MK Dons on the following Saturday. Then we've got Plymouth at home. MK Dons away. Wigan's at home tomorrow. Cambridge is away in between Wigan and MK. Then we've got February. Rotherham at home. Sunderland away. Ipswich at home on the Tuesday. Saturday away at Portsmouth. Tuesday away at Lincoln, which I will be at. I will be at Sincil Bank for that one. Portsmouth, just to let you know, I will be in Blackpool on that day because I'm going to the Pleasure Beach for the day. So, fingers crossed, if COVID doesn't strike again. So, 12th of February, I'll be doing the Pleasure Beach and then I'll be watching the match from Blackpool, which is going to be a pretty nice experience. But, yeah, expect on-location review of the match from Blackpool on that day. Saturday the 19th, Sheffield Wednesday at home before we get the bogey side Accrington on the 22nd on the Tuesday before ending February away at the side that beat us on the first day of the season and started the decline, AFC Wimbledon. So a very tough February indeed. Wimbledon, the most winnable. Accrington's a bogey team. Sheff Wednesday could be pointable, if that's even a word, pointable. Because Sheffield Wednesday haven't been on an amazing run of form. Fans are asking for Darren Moore to go. Surprise, surprise. Bit of South Yorkshire banter and humour. No, I think Darren Moore will turn it around when they play against us. They could batter us 5-0 if we're not on our A game. And especially if we haven't brought in the right amount of transfer business to try and give us a chance of staying up. Lincoln could be an interesting one. Portsmouth could be a tough one. Ipswich could be interesting. Sunderland will definitely be a tough one. And Rotherham will be fierce. It will be fierce. And I cannot wait for the Yorkshire Derby against Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday on those 2 days. I really can't wait for them because, man, I've missed those derbies. So yeah, going into the rest of January and going into February, it's going to be a very, very interesting month. Now, obviously, you're going to want to know about team predictions, and I've gone with this. So I've gone with a 4-2-3-1, which is the most likely formation that Gary McSheffrey will probably play, unless he goes for a 4-3-3 or even a 4-4-2 sometimes, or even a 3 at the back. I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1. I could be wrong about this. So I'm going to go with Lewis Jones in goal. I think that he will be. I think he's more than likely going to be the choice here if he's 100%. Ben Bottomley could have a chance if he's back, but yeah, I just feel like Lewis Jones will be in goal. Be interesting to see who our backup goalkeeper is, whether it is Bottomley or one of the youth academy goalkeepers like Chadwick or something like that. I'm going for the back 4 of Noyle, Blythe, Alowu and Horton. I think Rochelle Williams could be on the bench. In terms of why, I just feel like Rochelle Williams might not be 100%. Galbraith and Smith in the midfield. Tommy Rowett can because Gary McSheffrey's playing there a couple of times now, so I expect him to play there again. I've put Seaman on the right wing and I've put Dadu on the left wing. Now, the reason why I put Dadu on the wings and not on the bench is because it was a choice between 2 poors. It was between Dadu and Huula, and both of them have been equally as poor so far. So, for me, I mean, you could make a case of putting Asani in the midfield and putting Galbraith or Smith at cam, and then put Rowe on the left-hand side, but I don't know. There's not really any other option, is there? There really isn't. We definitely need a left winger, or left and right winger, like an interchangeable side winger, or attacking midfielder on that wing for the next game. But we'll see. I've got one to do though, because I think that maybe he's not a great striker, but I think maybe if we put him out on the wing, maybe you could get involved a bit more in the build-up rather than get involved in the shooting aspect. So, I don't know, bit of food for thought there. Maybe Dudu goes at Cam and plays like a second striker where he starts setting them up rather than finishing, and roll on the other side to Seaman. And then starting up front, I think we'll see the debut of Kieran Agard. I think Kieran Agard could start this game. As much as I'd like Bogle to start, I think they're just easing him back in after that hamstring injury. So I think there'll be, it could be a good half an hour, 25 minutes. We'll see if Omar Bogle, if Agard won't make the full 90. So going into my score prediction then, I'm not going to be optimistic, even with the debut of our new signing. I'm going to be realistic. I've got a feeling it'll be a 2-1 defeat again. I think it'll be another 2-1 defeat. I think we may score first or we may equalise, but I think we'll lose it later on. It depends what kind of squad turns up for that game, to be perfectly honest. If we turn up determined and we want it and we want this game, then we might pull a surprise card up our sleeve. But on current form, I just really don't expect it, but I want to be surprised. So, there we are, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I'm Aaron Chandler from Football DRC. Keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full-time Roverside die. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Come on, you Rovers. Agard Wonderland, open for business. Come on. Rovers till I die, Rovers till I